So then we go to unit root testing. So now we have understood the first thing, stationarity or stationary data. We are saying that this data, it is the data that does not have a trend. And if we test the data that has trend or it is not stationary, it brings about spurious regression, which is a problematic result. So now we go to unit root testing. Unit root testing means using statistical method to determine if time series is stationary or not. It means using statistical method to test or to determine if time series is stationary or not. So what we are testing is this data stationary? Is this data not stationary? So a unit root indicates an unstationary time series. That is, the presence of a unit root in time series data means that the data is non-stationary. What you are saying is, if you carry out a test and you find that there is a unit root, then it means that that data is not stationary, is non-stationary. So if time series has a unit root, if it has a unit root, it means that the value of the variable in the current period is highly dependent on its values in the previous period. It means that if time series has a unit root, it means that the value of the variable in the current period is highly dependent on its value in the previous period. What means that the current period's data is affected by the previous period's data. So the unit root testing model is shown below. Consider the time series variable yt. So let us look at this model. We have yt is given by p yt minus 1. So what we are saying here is the variable at the moment, that is t is the current moment, is influenced by the previous period, t minus 1. So this is the model that we use to carry out the unit root test. And we assume that the current period, yt, is affected by the previous period, yt minus 1. So if this one is 2025, then we are assuming that this one is 2024, that this current period is affected by the previous period's time. So when you are carrying out the test, that if p, so we assume that this p here we assume that this p, this constant here, so if p is less than 1, if this p is less than 1, we assume that that data is stationary. If p is equal to 1, we assume that there is a unit root and the data is not stationary. And we also see that if p is greater than 1, then we assume that that data is explosive. So this is the hypothesis that we test, that if p is less than 1, then that data is stationary. If p is equal to 1, then we have a unit root, and then that data is not stationary. So we come here to our hypothesis. Our hypothesis is that, null hypothesis, we assume that this p, this value here, is equal to 1, which means that the unit root is present. The data is not stationary. And we have the alternative, whereby we see that this p is less than 1, which means that that data is stationary. So the purpose of the unit root is to test, or is to see if p is equal to 1 in this model. We test this null hypothesis. We test that null hypothesis. And we are saying that there are two major techniques we use when you are conducting the unit of test. And the first one is the augmented Kifura test, and the second one is the Philip Perron test.